7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Welcome to Hardway Wrestling. I hit all the buttons right. I think.
I haven't seen YouTube pop up yet, so check that.
No, well, it should all be on because I actually already sent a message to YouTube.
Yep, we are up on the tube.
Yep, there it is.
What's up, boys? How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good.
There was a weekend.
Work through the weekend.
Yeah, for the most part, nothing new.
So you didn't.
I had a night off, but I think I slept through it.
You didn't get to watch Super Bowl?
I did watch Super Bowl.
Okay, what'd you think? What'd you think? We have new returning champions.
The
Roman Reigns of NFL football.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I was San Francisco myself.
So was I.
Dang.
I had a feeling once Greenlaw went down running onto the field, that was kind of going to be it for them.
Yeah,
that was like in the first quarter. Like that was way back.
It was in the second quarter.
It was third quarter.
It was in the first half.
Yeah, it was definitely in the first half. All right, well, either way. I mean, honestly, I don't know that's that big of a deal.
I feel bad for the guy too because I actually started laughing when it happened because I just thought he stumbled over. Like he was so excited to get out on the field, he tripped over his own feet.
The turf monster got him.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, like I just started laughing because like, oh my god, that's funny. And then they're like, oh no, he's down, he's injured, something's wrong. I was like, oh, I felt so bad because like I just laughed. Yeah, I was like laughing because I just thought it was like, I just thought he was too excited to get out on the field.
How many San Francisco fans you thought was, oh my God, here we go again? Now this guy goes down, Brock Purdy's arm falls off. You name it. Fred Warner trips over his own feet and blows his knee out.
Yeah, thanks to Paramount Plus, I was streaming it on my phone at work, and I set my phone sideways on the U-boat with the volume all the way up. So me and the guys were watching it, breaking down the truck.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Very cool. Well, anyway, let's get on to it. We got a couple topics here to cover. Not a lot going on this week, right, Russell? We're on the road to WrestleMania, and it is like the most lackluster road to WrestleMania ever, right? It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I just don't feel it yet. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm super excited for going to go to WrestleMania, but I don't know. I just don't feel it yet. How about you guys?
Well, I mean, I think there's been a lot that's overshadowed WrestleMania this year, and we're still kind of
lot of shit.
Lot of shit. We are on the poop train right now, and it's kind of I'm excited because again, I was telling somebody today that the thing with wrestling right now is it's like while where you hope some things are going to go, you look at it, you're like, all right, I'm pretty sure this is where they're heading. I just want to see how they're going to get there. But there's so much still kind of unknown. Like, who are they going to, like they have so many different guys and so many different configurations, and we don't know which way they're going to go with that configuration. Like, who's going to be in the line for the IC title? Yeah, right now we got Jey Uso, but I'm assuming that's going to be Chamber. Who's going to be Mania? Like we've got.
No, Jey Uso's on Raw next week.
Huh?
Jey Uso's getting a shot on Raw next week.
Oh, it's on Raw. Oh, yeah,
yep.
It could be honestly, it's probably going to be the first shot because
pretty much.
They're going to end up with some sort of outside interference or whatever.
Chamber's going to clear up the other half of the title pictures, but I mean the bigger picture right now that I kind of think has, everybody kind of not feeling it is look at all the major players that are out right now. You got Charlotte, Brock Lesnar was supposed to be back, and well, he's not because of the Vince McMahon thing. CM Punk with his big return, he's out injured. And you got Seth Rollins kind of limping around on the shelf, so he's just kind of part-timing it up, just doing promo work right now until Mania.
We know this kind of feels like there were times with Vince where it felt like everything was like minute to minute. Everything changed from minute to minute. You never like scripts were being ripped up, and what you thought was going to be today is not tomorrow. So it kind of feels like that Vince McMahon type of vibe when it comes to the road to WrestleMania. But right now we are on the road to Perth for Elimination Chamber. And WWE.com must have accidentally released a graphic on who was going to be in the Women's Elimination Chamber. And I posted it today. You guys can go check out the short on YouTube or Facebook if I posted it there, or Twitter, X, or whatever. By the way, go like and subscribe anywhere we are. We are everywhere now. First of all, we have a podcast, right? We're on Apple Music and Spotify and iTunes and or YouTube, whatever. We're on Pornhub. We're everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Scotty's dick is everywhere. So not only that, we're now on Instagram at Hardway Wrestling. We are on YouTube at Hardway Wrestling. Please go like, subscribe there, ring that bell. That lets you know when we're on. And if you need some beauty in your life, these are the guys that are going to give it to you. So we're in almost every platform now. We're on X also, or
What?
well, most of us are on the X, but the old school Twitter is some of us old people know it at. So please go like, subscribe, ring that bell. Let us know you're there. Send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. But WWE.com, which we are not a .com yet, but WWE.com accidentally released a graphic on the women that are in the Elimination Chamber. You saw it earlier, guys. What did you think of this? We got Jade Cargill. We're gonna feel the glow with Naomi.
She'll be the first one in and the first one out.
Let's hope. Trish Stratus. Tiffany Stratton. I'm sorry, I was looking at her boobs. Sorry, got confused. Yo, what's going on? I'm not sure who that is on Facebook.
It's Austin.
It's Austin. What's up, Austin? I'll see you in a little bit. You have Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. Okay, so up until today, when I saw this leak, Becky Lynch was the only one. Becky and Bianca were the only two that were.
Liv qualified last night.
Okay, she qualified last night.
She beat Zoe Stark on Raw.
Okay, I think I did see that. So, all right. So coming off of WrestleMania, Survivor. What was this?
Royal Rumble.
Rumble.
Thank you. God, I've hit every. Eventually, if I hit every pay per view, I'll get there. Day one was going to be the next one. So, anyway, coming off the last pay per view, do you think Naomi should? We haven't seen Naomi since the Rumble, right?
Nope.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I think they did. They gave her the jade and said, "Hey, get your ass back in the ring. Get to the training center immediately. We need to wash some impact off of you." So after that showing at the Rumble, do you think Naomi needs to be in this match?
No,
not.
I would rather like Zoe Stark be in it.
Someone's saying that she was in several backstage promos. Sorry if I don't know who you are. We're using a new.
It's Austin again.
So, sorry, Austin. If you could put parentheses behind your name, that'd be great. With your name. Yes, backstage promos. Okay, well, she's good at backstage promos.
Yeah,
they could have put Zoe Stark in there. They could have put Shayna Baszler in there.
Baszler, I could definitely see because that's a match style that fits Shayna's persona. You know, the grappler, the MMA fighter, that kind of thing. I could definitely see her being in a cage, being in the chamber like that. But like the thing that I look at with 90% of these women, like none of them are like, again, you got the Beckys, the Biancas, even though she's injured, the Charlottes, the Rheas, the Baileys, like with all those women, you have one thing in common. You have that they are big names with big match experience. Now, I'm not saying that you don't give one, maybe two of these girls the chance to have a big match experience. But Naomi, not ready. She's not like from what I remember of her old stuff, she wasn't that good in the ring before. She's definitely needs a lot more improvement now. Is Jade Cargill really ready for a destroy your body match in the chamber? No,
I wondered that myself because this is kind of a high profile match.
Yeah,
this is
again, and I want to see Jade in something. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Jade Cargill, and quite frankly, and again, I don't wish this on anybody, but I also think that they need to capitalize on what they did at the Rumble. I think it should be Jade versus Nia because, again, they had something there. They need to give Jade some decisive wins to get her started. I think of a match against Nia Jax and have Jade decisively beat Nia in 3-4 minutes would be a great way to kick Jade's career off. But no, why put her in the chamber? Tiffany Stratton, again, great personality, great look, and she is an okay wrestler for the most part. There's still some touch-up work to be done with her.
Hey, I want to see you do that moonsault.
Yeah, like I said, I give her credit, but I'm sorry that, again, this is for a women's title shot at WrestleMania. Well, no. I get. Is it for a title?
Yeah, it's for the women's world title against Rhea most likely because I don't see Big Nia winning this match.
Well, why wouldn't you? It's very possible they end up doing this anyway. Why wouldn't you put Nia in this match? Why wouldn't you put Nia in the cage?
She's going up against Rhea 1-on-1.
Yeah, she got Rhea 1-on-1 at the chamber.
Yeah, but if she loses,
it's in Rhea's home country, so she's not losing.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just look at it and again, like I said, the names like Bayley, Bianca, Becky, Charlotte, Rhea. All these girls are, even Asuka for that matter. Asuka, again, big names, big match experience.
Well,
the rest of these,
Asuka's a tag champ.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm just throwing some names out there that are big match women with big match experience, like a Tiffany Stratton, a Jade Cargill.
What's the girl that just came up from with the Creed brothers?
Oh, I know the face. I can't think of it.
Ashante or no? I'm thinking.
That was. That's one of Flop Dollar's crew.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, whatever that girl, the little girl, whatever her name is.
Yeah,
they could have threw her in there. Ivy Nile.
But again, why? Again, it's not they don't. The issue that basically what I'm trying to say is the issue is they don't. Other than the main names that I've just mentioned, they don't
put Dewdrop in there.
Yeah. Why not Chelsea Green?
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, I could see that one. I think she has a bit more of a.
I think she would do great chicken shit work in the chamber.
Oh my goodness!
I did like the spot. I would love to see her if they did put Dewdrop in there. I would love to see a kind of a slight repeat of the Rumble, where again not as much because they don't want to overuse this gimmick. But where, they kind of push this whole thing where Chelsea gets, KO'd by Dewdrop accidentally, where just stuff keeps happening. It's like, oh, crap. Because that was hysterical in the Women's Rumble. And again, they don't want to go overboard with it, but I think it's a good thing. And then they can use it where, again, she gets slightly KO'd by Dewdrop and then somehow can come back and eliminate one person, maybe two, and then get eliminated herself. I don't know. There's ways they could work with that. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like they have enough big match women to really pull off a chamber this year. The way, like I said, and even Liv Morgan, I'm sorry. Again, nice girl, great personality, but I don't see her. Even when she won the title, I don't see her as a big match player. So,
All right, well, give us Ricky. Give me a prediction here. Who's coming out of the chamber?
It's Becky Lynch. You you already know it.
It's a little obvious.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's the thing. They're like, again, if you had a few more big match women, you wouldn't telegraph this as obviously. Like, that's where it's like, because I was going to say the same thing.
Or if you didn't have half of social media already leaking that it's going to be Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Tony Lowe, Deuce in the house. What's up, buddy? He said, weren't these all the 6 final women against Bailey? Rumble? That's a good question. It might be. I don't know.
Actually.
Yeah.
In the Rumble. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. That's actually a good call, Deuce. And that makes a little bit of sense, I guess. But, yes, Becky Lynch is coming out of this. She is going to face Rhea and get her ass handed to her at
God, I hope so.
It's on. You know what? It might be time for Rhea to lose that title. She doesn't need it anymore. So,
no. I think she needs to be given a Gunther run with that belt.
She's already had it. She's had it since Mania last year.
Yeah, she's had it longer. Yeah. Hasn't she had it longer than Gunther?
She won it at Mania last year, I thought.
I don't.
Because she won the year before's Rumble, and she beat who? She beat at Mania last year. Was it Charlotte?
No, it wasn't Charlotte. Hold on. Now I got to do some research on
I'm
this.
gonna tell you right now. You just wait 1 friggin' second.
Because I don't think she's probably had a good run with it, but I don't think she's had it as long as Gunther.
No, she hasn't had as long as Gunther. She won it at Mania.
She beat Charlotte
at last year's Mania?
April 1st, 2023.
Yeah.
299 days held.
Okay.
So she hasn't held it. She hasn't held it as long as
she won it at Mania.
She beat she beat Charlotte.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Because I remember when she won the Rumble, she wanted that shot at Charlotte against, and Charlotte beat her for the NXT title at Mania during COVID.
Somebody else just said Charlotte.
Tony Lowe.
Peace and blessing wrestling family. I gotta know who that is. Who's
Marvin Wall.
Marvin Wall. He's headed. Marvin, are you headed to training right now? I think he was headed to training last time we were getting ready to get on the video. So, anyway, yes, it looks like Becky is going to end up taking this title, getting this title from Rhea, or winning this Elimination Chamber. We'll see about Mania.
We've got no Owen Hardy sighting yet.
Yeah, where is Owen?
I'm surprised he would have been popping answers up left and right.
Yeah, right. Because he didn't go to school today because of the.
They canceled.
So, anyway, Scotty, you wanted to talk about Billy Jack.
Well, I think we have some classic wrestling fans in our group, and I think it's worth mentioning. Again, I wasn't around for Billy Jack's career, sadly enough. Like, I came in the late 80s, early 90s, so he had already left WWE by that point. But, Billy Jack being a star, he held a lot of big positions in major companies. They didn't last very long, but he was heavily used across a lot of different companies. Even Cornette mentioned today that before he ever showed up in WWF the first time, Vince put him on the cover of one of his magazines, and he hadn't done a thing for the company as of yet. They were just promoting him to show that he was coming. So, and again, it's sad because like some guys have gotten better with age. I look at it like, well, I don't want to necessarily say better with age with Ventura, but at the same time, I've been listening to some of Ventura's stuff recently, and yeah, he's a crackpot when it comes to certain things, but I love his take on a few things that he's talked about in the last, 3, 4, 5 years, certain things he said.
You love Billy Jack's over the last couple years.
Well, no, what I'm saying,
because as I can see is this promo that he put up about he had one last match left in him, and he wanted to fight Stone Cold, the wife beater.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is some people get better with age. He didn't, and that's where I was going with that. So, he cut some of these wild promos. Like he even said that, oh God, whose kid was it? Somebody's.
Randy said he saw him wrestle the Iron Sheik at North High.
Yeah. There was one promo he cut about somebody's kid being one Vince's illegitimate son or something like that, and like I can't remember. Huh? No, it wasn't Hornswoggle.
Our Truth.
Yeah, Our Truth. Yeah, there you go. But no, so last week as we were recording, there was a standoff. Police were called to the residence due to gunshots being heard, and there was a standoff with police with over 2 hours. And thankfully, other than finding Billy Jack's wife dead, they took him into custody safely. Nobody was hurt other than that. And like I said, they found his wife dead. And like I said, it's a sad situation because, like I said, these are guys like different legends have gone out in different ways. I mean, sadly, a lot of guys that have gone out through alcohol and drug addiction, or some guys have gone out through suicide. And, it's sad to see, like I said, while some guys do get better with age, like certain guys have just deteriorated to a point of near senility. And, I feel bad for the guy because he did have a pretty darn good career for the majority of his time in the wrestling business. Even if it were short stints in different companies, he was in Portland, he was in Mid-South, he was in Crockett, he was in WWF, he was in friggin' in Dallas with Von Erich group, world class. Brain couldn't come up with it for a second. So, again, he was all over the industry, and not many guys did that. Like, some guys, only were one company, maybe two at the most over the course of over their time. And, or if they came to other companies, it was well after their prime. So the fact that, this guy who had a pretty remarkable career is now, whatever happened, I don't know. Again, who knows if we'll ever know what happened. Like, he was being treated for a condition unrelated to the murder, whatever that is. But, I mean, who knows if it somehow did control, like, if you have some kind of issue going on and drives you insane. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I just feel bad for the guy having had that career. And then now, again, everybody, like, over the last, 5-6 years of those promos that he's got online, people are just making fun of him, and I don't know. I
don't know. I spent the afternoon laughing at him. So,
well, good for you. I feel bad for the guy. I really do.
Most not have had a lot planned. Had to let Scotty get his segment to cover just 30 minutes. No, we play. Fuck you, Austin. We played. I don't know. I can't tell who that user is. Somebody said, "What's good, y'all?"
That's Owen.
Owen already. All right. Yeah. No. We wanted to cover a little bit of Jack Haynes. Old school wrestler. I think he was an executioner. Did he play the executioner?
I'm almost sure he did, but I'm not.
I want to say he did.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of videos on him. Built like a brick shit house. One of those old school wrestlers, but he was crazy. Like, he was out of his fucking mind. And guys that are this old, Billy Jack has got to be in his 80s, late 80s? 70s? God, he looks like he's in his 80s. You don't look a day over 95.
Does he have CTE?
I mean, it's very
take
possible.
A lot of chair shots. I mean, could we have another Chris Benoit situation?
I don't think so. I think if we were going to have a Chris Benoit situation, I mean, again, who knows, right? Yeah. Who knows? You know, his wife probably told him to change the laundry for the last time, right? So,
yeah.
Anyway,
I mean,
rest in peace, Billy Jack's wife. Heard she was a nice piece of ass. Okay, last night. Seth and Cody had a nice little promo in the middle of the ring. Seth put his hand out to Cody and said, "Let's partner up here. You don't have to do this alone.
I will be your shield.
I will be your shield." And I tell you, this is awesome.
It was good.
Up and coming guys that are watching wrestling and learning how to do promos and learning the intricacies of wrestling. Look at Cody's face when Seth says when he's talking about how he used to him and Roman. He's the one that created Roman. He made never trust Seth, period. Well, I mean, that's true. You can't trust anybody in wrestling, except for Jonathan Cross, Chucky Manson's best friend. He was talking about when him and the Shield used to come down through the stands, and it was his fault because he created Roman. He made Roman the way he is. And if you think about the backstory of Roman and Seth, he's absolutely correct. He created this monster, and then he topped it off by saying, "Let me be your shield." And the look on Cody's face was fucking priceless. Cody wasn't expecting it. Cody didn't know what he was going to say. It just came out. And, guys that are trying to learn how to do promos and stuff, I like to catch people off guard, but I think that's the best part of talking to people, saying shit that's going to get a reaction out of them. And he definitely got a reaction out of Cody. So that being said, Billy Jack Haynes' wife, hot, right?
R-Truth, the king of catching people off guard.
Right. R-Truth, perfect. Got to hang out with DX last night. I thought that was cool. All right. So Cody, Seth, do we get at the Chamber? Do we get a Rock, Roman, Cody, Seth tag match?
I mean, I predicted that could happen somewhere down the line. So I mean,
and
Cody did
a bunch of money because they wanted to Rock.
I believe so. And Cody did say, "Rock, you slap me, I'm going to hit you back."
Yes, it's going to hit you back.
Well, and here's the funny thing. So I didn't miss it. I went back and found the clip of it. At the kickoff, the Big E even said after that whole thing, the first thing that he said after that was, "What are we trying to build to a tag match here?" And then you can see the look on his face where he was like, "Oh shit, I said something wrong," because somebody in his ear told him, "Shut up."
Yeah. Kevin Dunn called in from an outside line.
Yeah, from an outside line told him to shut the heck up. But this is, you knew as soon as, and even Triple H kind of telegraphed it by talking about the freaking first WrestleMania, and now it was a tag match. You could kind of see this coming, that they were going to build Seth and Cody and Roman and Rock as a tag match. And honestly, I think it's a great idea, because if they're going to have Rock wrestle at WrestleMania, then they need to keep Rock healthy, but they also need to keep him, in the mix somehow.
Keep Seth healthy.
Yeah.
Well, they need to keep Seth healthy as well. But what I'm saying is that, you know how it is when Rock wrestles. Like the 2 matches against John Cena, he literally spent a year recovering from injuries he sustained during those matches. So, it's one of those things where this is a great thing for WWE, because they can hide the Rock behind smoke and mirrors for a little bit, have Cody and Roman kind of do their thing and have a little bit of a preview of WrestleMania, give Rollins a quick run, try to get him in and out of there without hurting him too much more. And then boom, somebody takes the pin, they move on, and then it really builds this whole Roman and Cody thing for WrestleMania. And then possibly they get a little heat in there for a Rock Roman thing and make that be their some catalyst and feel for that.
I feel like Seth or Cody's got to go through Roman first. Even though he's won his chance, I feel like he's got to go through Roman or go through The Rock first before he gets to WrestleMania. I think there needs to be a Cody Rock match. I really do.
I think there's going to be a Cody Rock match. I think there could be a couple of them.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be after Mania because, like I predicted, Rock's going to be the one I think that's going to save Roman's ass this time around.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah,
very possible. And somebody said in the chat, you don't trust Seth. Can you trust Seth here? I mean, is it a keep your friends close and your enemies closer type of thing here with Seth and Cody? Because Cody's got Seth's number.
Yeah, he beat him.
Cody beat him every time until he won the title. Yeah, so I guess we'll see. That being said, Dustin Rhodes came out and said, "Hey, man, I got 4 to 5 years left on these legs of mine." Now, his contract is supposedly up here with AEW here by the end of the year. He's on his retirement tour with AEW. Do we get him and Marlena back? Are we gonna get a run with Goldust back in WWE? Scotty, you said it earlier.
7.
He wants 7. I only want stuttering Goldust. If it's gonna be Goldust,
exactly.
Electrocuted Goldust. That's what I think. So,
him and R-Truth.
Scotty, you said it to us earlier off camera. Give me 7. Somebody else says to give me 7 off.
That was Austin.
So you said it earlier off camera or off stream. His last match will not be with AEW. It will be with WWE. So you believe that, Scotty?
Yeah, no, I do believe that. Like it's like the thing is with Dustin, like, and it's one of those things with him. You look at the fact that, you know, again, where he was in WCW, which is no longer doesn't exist, but he had a okay run there, but again, it wasn't anything to write home about. And I'm not saying he should come back as Goldust. I honestly, no, like, I think that gimmick has run its course and played itself out. But I think if they bring him back and give him that, you know, give him the chance to kind of be himself, you know, Dustin the natural, you know, the kid he should have been from the beginning before Vince saddled him with that gimmick, even though he made it work and made it his own and got over with it. If they give him the chance to be himself, I think his last run in WWE could be his best run ever. He still looks good. He still wrestles well. You know, he doesn't show many signs of ring rust. Even if he does, they're not as visible to people out, you know, like, you know, except for like those of us who watch wrestling religiously and you know, see the screw ups. But again, like, they're few and far between. I think it's well worth him coming back to the WWE and making his final run there and really, you know, showcasing what he, and again,
finish your story, Dustin.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, I'm not saying put the title on him, but I think it would be, and I think it would be great for Dustin Runnels or Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes to have maybe a tag team title run, something where it puts the family together for a little bit and really gives you some feel, something that they didn't really get the full chance to do when they were Goldust and Stardust. Like,
they had a tag title run as Goldust and Stardust.
But I'm saying that they didn't, like, it was never. I want to see them as Cody and Dustin, not as Goldust and Stardust.
Cornbread, damn it, cornbread.
All right, so for you to say that makes me think that you think that Cody's not winning that title at Mania.
I didn't say that I still think he's going to win the title, but that doesn't give the, like, they still have, like, what, when is Dustin's contract up?
I think it's at the end of this year.
Okay.
That's a long way off.
They give, you know, whether Cody gets, let's say he goes Mania to Mania with the title, then, somehow something happens. Maybe they put it on a Gunther. Maybe they put it on an LA Knight. They give Cody some time with his brother, give him a tag title. It's not going to be for a while because, again, Cody and Dustin won't be there for another year. Or at least, well, he won't be there at least until the beginning of next year. So,
September.
Huh?
September.
Okay.
Oh.
So, bring
That's
Dustin.
right around the time Roman breaks the record. Survivor Series.
Ooh.
Dustin comes in to help Cody get rid of the rest of the bloodline, win the title.
All right, let's look at the chat here real quick. Cody versus Dustin for the WWE title in a beat your brother match. Now, we just had that in AEW. Now, it was a great match, great bloody match.
That was at the first pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, that's I'm pretty sure that we know who's going to win that regardless.
Yeah,
there's no money in him in WWE. I can't see who that is, but I'm guessing it's Randy.
That's
because
Tony.
It's Tony.
Tony? That's not a comment Tony would make. You don't think there's money? Here's where the money is. Right? Here's the let me read this last comment. Cody wins the title, highest of highs, and finally reminds Priest he can cash in. He does. So at bottom lowest and lows, please. Okay. September 16th, Roman breaks it. Funny enough, it could be for a pay-per-view. I forget where I was getting ready to go with that.
Goldust making money.
I don't think that there's a ton of money in a singles run for Dustin. Probably not. But a family run with Cody, yes. Yeah. Whether it be tag team, maybe, or just to be his enforcer or his backup, right? You bring in the dog. You bring in Brandy, which is one of the. So
you get Andy Reid. I mean Arn Anderson back with his IHOP menu calling plays.
Yeah. I mean you bring all those guys back in and you start. I actually think the family war is where it's at now. At the end of the day, the Rhodes are going to lose that war because there's a billion ooses out there compared to the family.
Yeah, that was a big goddamn tree.
What's the baby's name? We bring that baby in. She can wrestle, right?
Well, and think about this. And I like, again, think about just something that popped in my head. Think about if they bring Dustin as the enforcer. Who does Roman bring in? Like, let's say Solo is hurt or, they find a way to move Solo out. Who do they bring as the next enforcer?
Tony says Jacob Fatu.
Exactly where I was going.
Side note on that, Solo hasn't won a match since he beat Cena at what was that, the Crown Jewel?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So I mean, I think that would be, and again, therein lies the thing. Cody brings in Dustin, Roman, and the Bloodline bring in Jacob, and then they keep one upping each other. And like you said, make it a family war.
Pretty soon we're gonna get zombie Dusty Rhodes, baby.
But that's funny enough. That's where I was just going. I was like, it's just too bad that Dusty isn't around to be the final, one to come in.
Listen, they've done it with Tupac. Why can't we get hologram Dusty Rhodes?
Didn't they do a hologram Paul Bearer one time?
We've seen Joey Janela represent or wrestle the Invisible Man. Can we get somebody to the ghost of Dusty Rhodes?
The ghost of Dusty Rhodes. Oh, that'd be almost
Joey Janela wrestled a Coke can one time, I hear, and he punched it right in Scott's face.
Yeah, the Coke can still won. Anyway, to be continued with the Dustin Rhodes. We'll see here. He just did a little interview, and it might not be anything, but we counted a little snippet. Before we hit our last topic here, I just want to give everybody a little update on Just Incredible. Just Incredible. So I reached out to him last week. He had made a post on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, saying that, hey, I'm down on my luck. I lost my job. And if anybody would like to help out, I'd appreciate it. I'll do autographs. I'll do podcasts. I'll do whatever. So I knew that there was going to be some sort of fee involved. So I reached out to him and said, hey, listen, man, I got a little tiny podcast to try to get off the ground here. Not a lot of people, but we're building. So I'd like to have you on sometime. We'll talk a little old ECW. And the plan was not to do what I've watched other interviews with Justin Credible, and they were okay. They just talked about his old days with ECW. I did not want to do that. I wanted to make it fun for him. We were going to talk a little bit about ECW, but we were going to do ECW trivia. We were going to do, I had a couple other things planned for him. So we were going to make it fun for Justin. It wasn't going to be your typical, let's talk about why Paul Heyman didn't pay you all the fucking money he owed you. That type of deal. So anyway, fast forward to Friday. He had some doctor's appointments, whatever. I know he's going through some medical stuff. If you follow him on X, you can see some of the pictures of his leg. They are ugly. They are not cute at all. So I reached out to him. I talked to him through the day and was like, hey, he's like, I'm in the doctor's right now. It's going to be a long day for me. I'm going to do my best, but I'll get back to you. And he never got back to me. Right. So, you hear stories. If you're in this wrestling game long enough, on one end or the other, you hear stories and shit. So I reached out to him again and say, hey, haven't heard from you. Just want to check on you, make sure you're okay. And you can't do it today. I get it. We'll reschedule. No answer. Got no answer from him. So I let it go over the weekend. I messaged back out on Saturday and say, hey, just want to reach out again. Make sure you were good. Would love to reschedule for Tuesday if that's possible, because we had talked about not doing anything on Monday.
Yep.
So no answer. Silence. Anyway, told him on Sunday, I said, listen, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff. Now you start to see some things online about scamming, about people, about him sending messages out to people asking for money. He'll do stuff for him and he doesn't do it. He's a no-show. I got somebody that I'm very close with that's booked him on some shows, and then he stopped coming. He started a no-show and owes that guy a bunch of money too. So I was like, okay, I see where we're going with this. Whatever. I paid the guy $50. Not a big deal. Promise it ain't gonna break me. But when you offer somebody, when somebody says they need help, and you reach out to them and say, listen, here, man, let me help you out. Just give me a little bit back. We weren't going to keep going for 6 hours. You know how just asshole. Yeah. I'm not going to call him an asshole because, and I'll get to this in a second, but again, he stiffs some people. And I said, listen, I need you to reply to me. Let me know what's going on. If you're not going to reply to me, if I don't get a reply from you by the end of tonight, I'm going to file a claim. And I filed a claim with Cash App. I had to file a claim with Cash App, and I'm waiting to hear from that. Whether I get the money back or not, I don't know. Won't know. Whatever. Anyway, I'll know eventually. Hopefully, here in the next 7 days. So, but when he's got some demons, right? He's got some demons. He got some issues. Got some drug problems. Whatever his issues are, that's not my fault, right? At the end of the day, it's not my fault. And I tried to help, right? Didn't give him a ton of money, but gave him enough, I guess, that he thought that I wasn't going to I was just going to let it go. I'm not that guy. So as of now, I'm being polite. So if I get my money back through Cash App, you'll never hear another word out of me. If not, Justin, I'm just saying right now, I'm a relentless motherfucker. And I don't lose. For those who know me, no, I don't lose. I'm an ignorant motherfucker, and I don't lose. So anyway, hopefully, I don't have to resort to being a dick, right? And it's only, I know you're saying, oh, it's only $50.
It's the principle.
It's a principle. Yeah. So anyway, I hope Justin Credible. I hope everything works out for you. I mean, not that you'll ever see this, or because I imagine by now I'm probably blocked on X. So anyway, if you don't see it, you see it, whatever. Just know that there's more of us out here that know what you do and what you've done, and it will not go unlooked or unchecked. Now, the funny thing is, and I did a little bit the other day, they're releasing, there's two companies out there that are, they put out two figures.
Behind you, Ricky. You got a
little man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just put out two figures, Heels and Faces, I believe. put out a figure, and another company put out a figure, and they posted it. And when they posted, I immediately put in there, why are we giving them money to this fucking scammer?
Yeah.
And I've gotten people message me, hey, what's going on with this? And I fucking tell them. It doesn't take long. I might not have a ton of followers on here or YouTube or X or whatever, but if I find pages that have thousands of viewers, thousands of likes, thousands of followers, I don't mind letting the story out there. So anyway, hope all is well, Justin. I hope you work out your deal. So anyway, moving on. All right. Well, hell yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin got one more match in him. What do you guys think? Now, he just posted actually, let me go to this real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Let me find it. Tell me you're coming out. I had a ton of people in the gym tell me they are coming out too. Oh, good. Oh, people. Sweet. All right. Where's it at here? Steve Austin. Steve Austin told several stories in the ring during his time in WWE, although it's been a while since he's laced up his boots. The Texas Rattlesnake, his last match was that no holds barred match versus Kevin Owens. You guys remember that, right? That was
last year.
For a match that for a guy who hasn't wrestled a match forever, they beat the absolute piss out of each other.
Yeah.
Suplexes onto the fucking concrete. Like they were all over the
that was really entertaining segment and match, and the whole build up was great.
It was great. And I guess that was the end of night one, right? Was it?
Yeah.
End of night one? Well, ESPN asked Stone Cold about, was that your last match? And he gave his classic line,
never say never.
Say never. That's right. So I'd say I'd never get in the ring again unless the stars align. And for some reason, somehow they all did. At the age of 57, I headlined the first night of WrestleMania. I never thought I'd do that. If you told me that when I retired in 2003, I'd have said you're crazy. So I'm not going to sit here and say no to anything, because you never say never in this crazy business of sports entertainment. Now, Ricky, are we going to get a Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania this year?
That would be freaking awesome if they did it. But from what I saw, they're trying to, I guess, hint that he's going to take on CM Punk. So if that's the case, we know it's not going to be this year.
So peep this. Here's what my thought was. The Rock comes down and interferes in the Cody match.
Didn't I jokingly say this the other day too? Yeah, Austin and Cody versus Rock and Roman.
I could just see this right now. The glass breaks and here comes Stone Cold.
And can you? Okay, you guys. I don't know if either of you remember this, but Backlash 01. So it's right out, or no, Backlash. No, it's Backlash 2000. Excuse me, Backlash 2000. Austin's been out. It's the McMahon Helmsley era. They're kicking the absolute. It's Rock.
Oh yeah, and he comes out with the chair and he just mashes over Briscoe, Patterson, Shane. And the funny part is when Vince sees him and just kind of turns Shane right into the chair shot.
Yeah, but the pop that they got that night, because they everyone the talk all night. Austin's in the building. But nothing and it that match drug on for a little bit, but when they got to that pop, when they got to Austin's glass breaking, the roof came off that place. Can you imagine the roof coming off of WrestleMania when, again, unannounced Stone Cold, there's not even a saying, oh, he's in the building, just an unannounced Stone Cold, the glass breaks, Austin runs out there and just annihilates The Rock. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to absolutely lose my shit if that happens.
Oh, that would be freaking forever. That would be phenomenal. One of the best, because again, as they were talking about on the drive-thru today, the surprise pop is always the better pop, because if you don't advertise it, People will still pop even if you advertise it, but when it's a surprise pop when nobody knows it's coming, it's kind of like the Hardys a few years back when they came out on like there was going to be a ladder match and they added a fourth team, and we all thought it was going to be the New Day, and then the Hardys music hits and that pop just was through the freaking roof. Like,
that is my biggest pop I've ever had at a WrestleMania.
What, Hardys coming out that night?
The Hardys came back and
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Even though they had been dropping the belts for like 2 fucking weeks, and they all kept saying that they were that they were coming back.
Easy, Jeff.
Sorry, I'm headed to Florida. I got to get something to drink. Even though the rumors were that they were coming back, it was still unbelievable pop when those guys hit the ramp.
Oh yeah. So
I believe they got the Undertaker treatment too. They put him halfway up the ramp instead of the full mile.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that would be phenomenal if they just had that. Like, it would even rival the CM Punk pop at Survivor Series. Like, holy mackerel, the roof would blow. Because like it's and they talk about in the business the Road Warrior pop. Like, there's only like 3 kinds of people.
You read Marvin's comment.
Was he the one that ripped his pants?
Yeah.
Marvin, that might be age, though. That might be age. That might be age having you poop your pants.
I'd
be for it.
That or he ate the $1 burrito before he watched WrestleMania.
He had the Brian Hardy box at Taco Bell.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, the Road Warrior pop that these guys would get, like, again, Punk got it at Survivor Series. Hardy's got it that one WrestleMania. Like, can you imagine if Austin came back? Oh my gosh.
Well, the other thing is they did it last year. To do it again, I don't know. But anytime, listen, I've never seen Steve Austin live, bro. You can bring that shit all day long.
But here's the thing. He was
beer truck.
Him and Angle, one milk truck on one entrance.
Yeah, beer truck on the other. Yeah. Oh my! And can you imagine? No, here's the funny thing. All right. Oh man, something in my head just got me. It's too bad. It's too bad Vince had his issues when he had his issues. Angle coming out of one side, Austin coming out of the other. Beer truck and milk truck. They get the hoses out. Only thing
in a bathing suit.
Yeah. Only thing. Only thing in the middle of the ring is Vince, and they just like it's like that cartoon. The hoses collide, and
Vince, it's a big Bukkake party. That's exactly what Vince would want. Vince would love that. Why would you do that?
Oh
man!
Somebody just leaked this clip to Vince.
Yeah,
that's good shit.
More hose is better.
Where's my paperwork?
Here. Find all of it. I'm in. So, anyway, that's good.
NDA 316 says Vince did that shit.
That's such good shit. Anyway, that's good doing here for Hardy Wrestling. We'll be back on Thursday. You guys good with Thursday?
I am.
I'll try to be. I gotta see.
We'll talk about it. We'll see what's going on here. Friday, I have a gig Friday, and then won't be home till probably 6:00 on Friday. So, yeah, you're going somewhere on Friday, though, right? You were busy on Friday.
I'm busy on Friday, but it wouldn't be till like 7:30. So, but we'll talk about it.
Okay, we already got a feeling, Scotty. You're out. Fuck it, you're out. No. So anyway, that's good to do here for Hardy Wrestling. Scotty, Ricky, thank you so much. Hopefully there'll be a little bit more news. Okay, we scraped together some stuff today. Actually, in the last 35 minutes before we came on, I found a couple things. So,
hopefully, no pun intended, but hopefully more Vince shit leaks. So
I hope I hope they start leaking shit. I hope Trish Stratus's face is out there. I hope the reason why Lita had a bad neck was because of Vince.
Oh God.
God.
So that's all I mean. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
On the hard way.
Peace.
Whoa. We ain't leaving yet. Where's the fucking toothpick? Where's the toothpick?